Having grown up listening to bands like The Offspring and Green Day, I've always wanted to play fast punk beats, but my kick drum speed never fails to let me down. When you search online for an answer though, it seems that there is a solution that everyone's talking about.
Heel toe technique.
Heel toe technique.
The heel toe technique, and this is what all the kids are doing these days.
Before I start learning though, I need to get an idea of my current speed. I've got my Drumeo Quiet Kick practice pad here, so let's see how fast we can get. Oh dear. As you can see, I can do 130 BPM, but for very short amounts of time, and then my foot gets tired and I start messing up. So let's see if we can improve over the next 7 days using the heel toe technique. That night I spent hours watching videos on how to do it, until I got confused and overwhelmed with information. I've heard of heel toe technique before, and what I thought it was that your heel would make the first stroke, and then your toe the second. But what it actually is that the ball of your foot here is doing the first stroke, and the toes the second. I'm going to start with my shoes off, and I know that's pretty disgusting, but it will give you a better view of the technique. So on day one, after about 15 to 20 minutes, I started to get the hang of it. So I set the metronome to 70 BPM, and although I couldn't play along with my hands at the same time, I was pleasantly surprised at how it was going. One great tip that I heard that really helped as well is to start with your toe pushed down, and then when you let go, it helps with the momentum. The first thing that I noticed was how boring and tedious this task was going to be. The same motion over and over. I played on a proper acoustic kit today, and there were two things that made it much harder. Number one was that I was wearing shoes, so that felt different. And number two was that the bass drum was pretty saggy, so it took a lot more effort and energy. I started practicing for maybe 5 minutes, and then I just gave up and started playing songs and things that I enjoy. But luckily, nearer the end of the session, maybe 20 minutes towards the end of the session, I started trying again, and we got it up to 110 BPM, which I'm really happy with actually. It's definitely not perfect, it's pretty messy, but I'm quite happy with being at that tempo for now. So I think we'll take it back to the practice pad tomorrow and see if we can get a bit faster. The funny thing about these sessions is that they started off kind of okay, and then they got progressively worse. I can only guess that these muscles are very underdeveloped and they need time to build. By day 6, I was getting more and more frustrated. I had the technique dialed at slow speeds, but as soon as I sped it up, it all went out the window. For some reason I changed my shoes here, and I really struggled with this session. It made quite a big difference. So I changed my shoes and went for one final attempt. And the final tempo was 120 BPM, so pretty much the same as before, if not a bit slower. I would love to say that on day 7 I doubled my speed, but in reality it takes so much time to get faster on drums. You have to train your muscles and your mind for longer periods of time. But I think with a bit of practice, this technique will allow for some super fast doubles. I should know this by now because about a year ago I did a video similar to this where I tried to get faster hands in 30 days. So check that video out if you fancy it. Thanks so much for watching, keep hitting stuff, and I'll see you in the next video.